Hello! Hope y'all are doing well. I'm Lori, hardworking mom. Welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing something really super cute tonight. This is what we're going to be doing. Okay, isn't this cute? This is a sign from Personalize It by Pam. And I want to get up my comments really quick. And then we can see what's going on. Okay. So I hope y'all are doing well. Whoops. Alright. So happy Sunday night. So it has been a really long time, since we did our own base. So I thought we would do our own base tonight because not everyone can, one, find the work forms or to afford them. So I wanted to show you tonight how to do your own. And so let me just show you one more time. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to do a St. Patrick's Day. And this is probably the only St. Patrick's Day we're going to do. St. Patrick's isn't the hugest holiday, but my mom wants a new one. And Pam has the cutest signs ever. So we're going to use one of her signs and do it. And I have this gorgeous mesh. Look at this. So I have the light green. See how this has the light green, the dark green, and then it has this like shiplap in the back. So this is like a quilting square. I just thought it was cool. So we have the light green and the dark green. We're going to do ruffles. You know, I just realized ruffles, of course, is my favorite, and the 30-inch ruffle is especially my favorite since I came up with doing the 30-inch ruffle, and I feel like I haven't done it in a while, so I feel like we need to do that today. So we're going to start off by doing our base, and just to remind you, we are live. However, I won't be spending a lot of time talking to you, so that if you have to watch it later and you're watching the replay, you don't hear me talking to 500 people. You can just watch the video, and then at the end, we are definitely going to take any question you have and just chit chat, because that's fun. Oh, I also want to tell you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon, because what that does is that gives you access to our community page. Our community page shows you in advance what we're going to make. It also has links to all of my tools that I use, and we're about to do a giveaway, and the links for the giveaway is going to be on the community page. So you need to make sure that you subscribe and click the bell icon so that you will get notified when we do that. And I don't know if I brought up, did I bring up the mesh? Wait, I think I did. Okay, so this is going to be included in the giveaway because, yes, I love this mesh. Isn't this cute? So it'll be a little kit, and it'll be a one-of-a-kind kit. So I won't be doing any more of that kit. It'll be whoever gets the giveaway is going to get a special kit just for them. And it'll have 2 of these mesh. I love this mesh. Look at that. Awesome. Okay. So let's start with our, this is just a Dollar Tree. This is a 14-inch Dollar Tree frame. We just have white pipe cleaners, just regular old pipe cleaners. What I do is I go in between the 3rd and the 4th level. I like to start somewhere where there's a crossbar, so that I can use the crossbar to keep it in place. Okay, so I just kind of go across the crossbar, tie it on. So you want to end up with 10 ties on the bottom and 8 ties on top. So it is somewhere around, that's my baby. It is somewhere around 4 inches, but what I do is I fold it over, and the shorter piece of the pipe cleaners, that's where I start, okay? So it's better if you go from the bottom to the top. And then what you can do is grab it and just twist it nice and tight. It could even bend this a little bit, and that's okay. It's not gonna hurt it. I think I'm going to go close that baby's door. All right, so we went over. They're playing a game. He gets very excited. Okay. There we go, about right here. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. You want me to zoom in? Hold on. All right. That should be pretty good. Okay? So now you can see. So what I do is I tie it on. I pull it over. Can you see that? That's the shortest piece. So that's where I'm going to put it. I go 3rd and 4th row. I just go somewhere around the center. You can either do the center or the bottom. It's going to be about the same. I just tie it real tight. If you have problems with it slipping, you can put a little dot of glue on both. And then again over. That's where my shortest one is. So that's where I'm going to put it. Because the object of this is to get 10 on the bottom. I do like to bring it up and tie it just because that makes it a little tighter. When I'm getting towards the end, I will stop and count and make sure I have the right amount. Okay? So you see, I'm pulling it tight enough that I am actually pulling on this bottom piece of the frame. It's okay, it's not going to hurt the frame. Okay? If you happen to get one that's near a crossbar, it's always a good idea just to kind of throw a little bit under that crossbar because it does make it tighter. Okay, so there's our shirt piece. All right. And there we go. So I'm really excited because we just passed 65,000. And so we are ready for a giveaway. So we're working up to our 75,000 giveaway, which is going to be the Deluxe Pro Bow. You know that thing where you can make a car bow out of it. All right, so let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look there. Okay. Perfect. All right, so we could probably move this over just a little bit. And since I moved it, I will tighten it again. And you're going to have to kind of eyeball it and just make sure that you don't have one that's too close to another. You can always move it and re-tighten it. Remember, you can always use a little glue. So we'll start on the top. I like to start somewhere where there's a crossbar. It just makes it a little bit easier. Okay. So I'll twist it. I'll run one under that crossbar and twist it again. Just like that. Pull it over. Go on to the next one. It does work a lot better if you put 2 in, just because it has the opportunity to get much tighter. Alright, so we'll go over. That right here. So we want to get 8 up top. So just twist it tight, tight, tight. I see we have some people from the UK. I love it. Okay. So I know in the UK it's very difficult to get supplies, so being able to make your own frame would be very important. Right? We're going to be doing a few tutorials on how to make some bows when you don't have wired ribbon. Because I know there are a lot of places where it is hard to get wired ribbon. So we're going to do a few videos on how to make a bow just like that. Okay, there we go. Let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we need 2 more. Move this over a little bit. Move this one over a little bit. Put another one here, and then we'll put one in the middle here. Okay. So even though we are doing around 4 inches, you may have to just kind of add another one because it doesn't quite work out. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go shut my child's door real quick. Hold on. All right. Okay. So now we're ready. I have a lot of these cut. You can see here. And we do have Mari is on with us. So if you have any questions, she can kind of pop in and help you. All right. So I have, let's move this up just a little. I have 2 mesh that I'm working with. I'm working with this light green with the little snow detail in it and this dark green. So you see how well this matches our sign. So I used my mesh roller, and when I use the mesh roller, I like to put them on top of each other. And what I do is I put this third one. I hardly ever use the third one. So I put it on the bottom and I run my mesh through it. If you lay your mesh so that it goes down flat on your board, it is less likely to curl up and cause you problems. So I left a couple to cut. All right, so we're cutting at 30 inches. So I just go from the 36 to the 6. All right, there's one. Okay. My chair a little. Okay, really? Don't you love it when they do that to the mesh? That's okay though, because we're pretty much done. See what they did? They kind of started a new roll, which is okay. We're not doing, if we had been doing a poof with this, that would have stunk. But we're not. All right, so we have a little bit left. So if you're doing 30-inch rolls, 30-inch cuts, I'm sorry. If you're doing 30-inch cuts, the rule of thumb is you can get approximately 12 out of a roll. Okay, so we are doing 2 different ones. We have 18 ties, so we need 9 out of each one. Okay, so what I'll do now, before we get started, is I will open these up. Yeah, so let me explain the super chat. I see some questions about that. Okay, super chat is if you really want me to see your chat and I don't see you, you pay for a super chat and then it kind of pops out and it's seen first. It's not required. It is strictly an option. Okay? Chatting is free. All right. So lay this flat, okay, just like this. And then what you do is you take your thumbs and kind of spread your fingers out and you start working your way up. So you're holding your thumb at the back and you're just kind of walking your fingers up to the top. Okay? Just like that. So what you're going to get is this little kind of almost like a bow tie. Okay? You take this, you place it down on your tie, and you just tie it on a good, at least one good whole time. Okay? I like to do mine back and forth, just like a bow tie. You can also twist it and do it up and down. Now, I like to do it this way, and I'll show you why. So if you're having trouble, take something heavy, all right, put it at the end. This can help you when you're doing a ruffle. It just kind of helps keep the piece in place, all right? And then same thing, put your thumbs at the end and you just walk your fingers up, holding your thumbs in place. You see? Some mesh is easier to roll up like this than others. Okay? So see, there we go, a bow tie again. We just place it down right next to the last one. Okay. Tie it off one good time. Now, what I like to do is take this, pull the one before it up, and then this one, and I kind of ruffle them against each other. And what that does is, one, it makes it look very nice, and two, it covers up any of that frame. Okay? Just do the same thing. Grab another one, pull the green out, put down our heavy object, and just roll it up. So what you're really doing is you are using your fingers to just scrunch it up like that. If you have a lot of fraying on it, the best thing to do is tuck in the ends. Okay? Place it down. You want to make sure that when you tie it nice and tight. Okay? And then pull it up. Hold on, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, okay? Alright. Let's zoom in a little better. Over here. There we go. Okay. I like to lay it flat like this. It just makes it a lot easier. You can put your heavy object close to where you are doing your ruffle. And you just kind of move it with your hands as you're going along. Or move it off. There we go. Got our bow tie. Don't expect that your ruffle is going to be completely straight on the sides and perfect. It may have these little variations like this green does. You see how it does that? That's normal for that kind of mesh. And don't worry about it. It is fine. Just keep going. Remember, you are your own worst critic. So don't automatically assume that it doesn't look good, because most likely it does. Okay? And for every wreath, there is a buyer. For every wreath, there is someone who will love it. So don't think that yours won't be awesome. Okay. So we got it. You see? Okay. There we go. And as you get closer, so as you cut closer to the end of the roll, the mesh is curlier. So it may not ruffle as well. And don't worry about that. You're not really going to see it once you get it on the wreath. Okay? Because wreaths are an excellent way to accessorize your home. Right? Alright, here we go. Each one of these is a 30-inch cut, so I pulled it out on my mat here and cut it at 30 inches. So 36 inches is a yard, so it's slightly shorter than that, about 6 inches shorter. Used to be that when I first started doing ruffles, I was cutting them 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches, and putting 3 on top of each other, and then it just occurred to me, why the heck am I doing that? I should just cut one at 30 inches and be done with it, and it worked out very well. So that's what I do now. I just do one. Okay. And if you do not go as fast as me, do not worry. I've been doing it a long time. Alright, so you see how this one is not perfectly straight? That's totally normal. Do not worry. It's not going to be a big deal. You get this on, you spread it out. It's going to look great. Okay. There we go. One good time. I tell you what's weird is my mom's watching downstairs and I can hear myself in the background. It's a little weird when you can hear yourself. If y'all make videos, it's really weird if you have to edit them because you have to hear yourself talking. And you know, you don't sound like you do in your own ears. You sound a little bit different. It's funny. Okay. Okay. Right. There we go. One good time. And we pull it up. Okay. There we go. Pull out some more. I love these colors together. I like the light and the dark together. Yeah, you know, the weather's really bad in lots of parts of the country right now, so if you're having trouble, it's probably just a weather thing. If you go out and come back in, that usually fixes it. If you're watching the replay, it is strictly just an internet issue. Gotta love it. Okay. So on the last one, when you do the last one, you're gonna have to fluff up both sides. Ooh, I like these colors. What do you think, Mom? Is this gonna be the one for our door? Here we go. Okay. I tell you what, the other strange thing is there's like a small delay, like 20-something seconds. And so when I say it and when I hear myself say it, it's different. It's strange. There we go. So see, we fluffed it up on both sides. See, isn't that pretty? Look at those colors. Love it. All right. All right, so we're going to start on the top. So when I get ready to start on the top, I will come and open up the ties. It makes it easier to find, and it just kind of makes it a little bit easier when you're getting ready to put them in. Okay. So my friend Melissa, whose business is Burlap Boutique, she makes all of her frames, and she sells tons of them on Amazon. So I can tell you, it is perfectly fine to make your own frames. Okay, I like to use the work frames a lot because they're a time saver, but they are not a requirement. Okay, so we'll place this down on top. Tie it one good time. Now, when you tie it down, you want to make sure that you are not squashing the one from the bottom. So just kind of pull it up a little, like this, like that. Okay. Oh boy. Yep. See, it was even windy here today. And we aren't really having any trouble today, but it was windy. Windy. It's been kind of a weird winter. Kind of a rough winter in lots of places. Okay. So ruffle it against the one before it. So when you're on the top, you ruffle against the one before it, and you pull and make sure you're not, see how, so look, see how it's squashing this one? So I kind of have to pull it out. Okay, so you do that so that you don't squash the ones on the bottom. And thank y'all for the very nice, sweet things you say to me. I just cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. More than you could ever know. I started this as an outlet because I needed an outlet. And now it's just become a huge passion and a business, and I love it. I tell you, it's a lot more fun than doing taxes. Okay. Or running a hospital. Definitely a lot more fun than that. Okay, so pull it up, ruffle it out, make sure it's not squashing the bottom, because the mesh likes to stick to mesh, so you just kind of have to pull at it a little bit. Okay. Whoop. A great thing to do when you're working with mesh is to wear an apron too. So the shirt I'm wearing today doesn't really stick to mesh, but a lot of times my shirts do. So if you wear an apron, it really does help to not get stuck, because that's horrible when that happens. Somehow, I think this piece got stuck under. There we go. Okay. Alright, so pull it out. Okay, there we go. You see how they stack on top of each other, and they just do a really great job of covering the frame so you don't see the frame. Even though, see, this is really thin. You see how thin that is? But see, when you push it up together and you start building it on top of each other, then it gets a lot thicker. See that? And then, of course, you're putting it, and then these pieces are going together, and they are also helping to cover. So you see, when you first start out, like especially on the bottom, it can look like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to cover, it's going to look terrible. But don't think that, because it will do a lot better than you think it will. So you see how well it covers once you start stacking them on, and we haven't even put the ribbon on yet. So it really does do well. We'll put that over there so y'all can see. I always have to drop something on the floor. Okay. There we go. All right. Hopefully, I will be starting my new kit here in the next week or so. We're going to do a watermelon next, because it's about that time to start getting ready for spring and then summer. Okay. So I'm checking the bottom. I'm checking the sides. Okay. Make sure they all meet up. I love this mesh. This is some of my favorite mesh to use. This with a little snow detail in it. Well, I think it's really called cotton detail, which it kind of looks like it. Okay. All right. And the great thing is, you're not really going to see a bunch of fraying when you do a method like this, because there's so much going on that it is not really going to show if you have a little bit of fraying. I know a lot of people worry about that, but you don't need to worry as much. I think we just have one left. Yep. I think I cut one too many. Okay. That's what happens when you are counting and getting distracted at the same time. Okay. So how many of you here are going to Wreath Makers Live or the Crafters Convention? Any of y'all going to Wreath Makers Live or the Crafters Convention? One's in June and one's in July. Okay, there we go. So we spread out both sides on this one since it's our last. Okay. Spread out both sides. All right, and we check the bottoms. All right. So you see how nice and full and fluffy this is? Okay. Don't worry if you see tiny little gaps, because we're going to be putting ribbon in and that will cover up any of that. Okay? So look, you see how perfect that is? So we have both colors blending in. Woo! And this side makes a great fan too, because I'm about to die. I don't know what it is, but I've had the worst hot flashes lately. Alright, so let's look at our ribbon. Alright, so I have these two ribbons. So this is our only St. Patrick's Day. So when you're making a wreath, you can do a lot better off if you will use one 2.5 inch and one 1.5 inch. It really saves you a lot of money. And it really kind of helps the wreath because it gives it like more dimension, right? Because you have 2.5, 1.5. Okay. So these are all cut at 12 inches. I used my perfect tail board to cut it. So this is just 12 inches on each side. I love it because it's purple. Love my board. So I'll just take these. I match these two together and these two together. I think this is my new favorite ribbon. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And that one came in a 50-yard roll. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? That one's a 50-yard roll. So, okay. I always have to go the opposite way. These two are 10.5 inch, or 2.5 inch, and they're 10-yard rolls. If I go the wrong way, just ignore me. It's because everything is backwards on the camera. I forget. Okay. So I'll take these two. I will fold them over, get the center, and then I'm just gonna pinch them up and fold them over like that. We'll start on the bottom. I am not going to open up ties. I do not go back and open up ties. It really just isn't worth the effort. I'll take it and I will tie it. I'm gonna tie it 3 good times, and then I'm gonna spread out my ribbon. Okay. Just like that. If you have more trouble, just kind of fold your ribbon over like that. You see how nice it folds over? This is why we use wired ribbon. So wired ribbon does a little bit better on wreaths because it will hold its shape, okay? If you use unwired ribbon, you're just gonna have to keep messing with it. Doesn't mean you can't use it, just means it doesn't hold up as well. We are going to do some stuff with unwired ribbon though. Okay. Spread them out. I like to spread them so I can see all of my ribbon. Like that, see? I love this sparkly stuff. It's very glittery, so it gets everywhere, but it's so worth it. It's so pretty. Okay. Just go right on top of your tie. Tie it down 3 good times. Okay. Fold it out. Just like that. Remember, pull underneath if you're having trouble. So if you use your fingers and pull underneath, then it will lay the way you want it to. And you can yank on them. Once they're in that tie, they're going to be pretty good. So you can tell them where they have to go. Because they like to argue with you sometimes, but you can fix it. That's what the wire's for. Alright, so I was going to ask y'all. So I had an idea that I wanted to add a few more extra things to my channel, and I just wanted to see if it was something y'all would be interested in. So make sure you leave me a comment, let me know. I was thinking about showing y'all how to make some signs of your own. So I wanted to know if it was something you were interested in. Also, if you are interested in learning anything about the Cricut machine and about learning how to make some other kind of bows that are not wired. I was also thinking about doing how to do the tumblers with the epoxy and the stickers on it. But I wanted to see if there was interest before I did it. I don't want to throw a bunch of stuff out there if y'all aren't interested in it, so I just thought I'd ask. And you can let me know what you think. Because I think usually when people are crafty, they usually like multiple crafts. I can do candy crafts. Which candy crafts are fun. Have y'all ever done anything like that? Like candy ribbons? I mean candy flowers. I said candy ribbons. Y'all, I think I'm so hot my brain is getting fried. Okay. It's the lights. The lights are really hot. One of these days, I'm going to do a behind the scenes so y'all can see what it looks like when I am live and what it looks like with all the comments and stuff. I think that would be fascinating because I would like to see that sometimes. If I had started out, I think that would have been probably interesting to me to see what it looks like behind the camera. Because it definitely looks different behind the camera than it does from the other side. Awesome! I'm glad y'all are interested in learning some of that stuff. Haha! Cool! I will get some stuff out. Get it up. Okay. We are almost done with the bottom. Don't y'all love this sparkly stuff? So when I come live on Wednesday, I am going to do a giveaway. We're going to start our giveaway for a kit using this mesh. Okay? So in order to sign up for that, you're going to need to go to the community page and sign up there. The best way to get to the community page is on my channel. And if you subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon, you will get notified when we start the contest, because it'll be an external link that you sign up from, and then it picks it for me. I don't have to do anything. It's the best way, because then it's the fairest way, because then everyone gets a chance. You can also enter multiple times a day, stuff like that. All right, so we're going to start up top. And of course, we're working our way up to the 75,000 where I'm going to give away the Ultimate Deluxe Pro Bow. Oh, awesome. Okay. So I'll just do the same thing on the top. Just going to tie it down. All right, so on the top, you can either go crisscross like this, or you can go all out to the front. So I think we're gonna go in the center, but this one is, well, we could also go out to the side. Oh, let's just wait and see. We'll figure that out when we get there. Okay. So I'm gonna be teaching a lot of new stuff in my design group as well. So my design group gets both wreath tricks and a few business tricks for selling their crafts. And then of course my business group, they learn how to run their business. And it's not just about selling your wreaths, because there's lots of ways you can monetize a business, such as YouTube. I always encourage my members to have a YouTube channel because it's a great way to connect with people. It's a great way to build a community, right? That's my favorite thing about YouTube. It's like a big community out here. I love that. Okay. My soul sisters and I also have a design group, which is really cool because there are 6 of us. So you get to see 6 different designers. And we have Melissa, who is the Amazon queen, who makes 6 figures a year on Amazon. Just doing Amazon, that's all she does. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? She's one of our designers. I'm one. Crazy Maisie's one. Doreen is one. Cheryl's one. Katie's one. Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's see. We're getting close. See, there's all kinds of little splashes of color. Okay, so we need, I wonder if I missed one. Did I miss one? I don't think I did. Okay. Now, got all the ribbons on. Okay. So now let's look at what we're going to do. All right. So, at the Dollar Tree right now, they have lots of cute little things that you can put on a wreath. So we can add some of these on. See, they have the little coins. They have the little, so what do they have? Like a little clovers, little coins. Right. So we'll turn on Mr. Glue Gun while we're working on this other stuff. So you can see with all the ribbons, you see how well it covers now? This is what I was thinking. We'll put the sign on one side. And I made this bow in my group, and we could put that on the other side. Or we could put the bow up top and put the sign at the bottom. What do y'all like? Do you want just sign, or do you want sign and bow? Or do we want sign on the side or sign on the bottom? So y'all tell me what you like. Yeah, I love them when they're full. The base is 14 inches. So y'all tell me what you like. Does it look like real greenery? Cool. Yeah, I know what you want, Mari. You always like it. Just sign. Sign only. Oh, yay. Side. Both. Sign and bow. Sign only. Just sign. Okay, so let's look at what it looks like on both ways, okay? So if we did sign only, we would do it right in the center. And this is how the wreath would look, just like that. Okay? So that kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like with just the sign. You like it? And then you could take some of these, and you just take them and you just put them in little, you know, like right where the little pipe cleaners are. You see? Right there. This just kind of brings out a little. You can also put them on the sign, which I wouldn't really do, but sometimes it looks cute that way. All right, so now sign and bow. So if we did it on the side and on the side, so then you would have your bow and your sign. You see? Without it running down. Or we could even do at the top and on the side. You can also take, you see these little coins here? You can take these coins and you can glue them together and make your own picks. See, like that? Super easy to do stuff like that. So you just take it like this. Let's see if Mr. Glue Gun's hot enough yet. You would run a little. He's not hot yet. He's still thinking about it. Oh crud, I gotta go get my sign. Hold on, let me get my sign. Uh-oh, Bella's got an itch. You got an itch, baby? Okay. So what I'm going to do for this sign is I have this beadsmith. Okay. So this is a beadsmith. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Amazon. Pretty much any craft store. Because they use this for, a lot of the times they use this for jewelry. But you can punch holes in the signs. I think mine needs to be replaced. It's getting kind of dull. I've used it so much. It's kind of giving me trouble lately. There we go. So there's my little hole. I've just got to get a new little piece. Mine's gotten dulled. So you can do it in 2 spots or you can do it in 4. I tend to like to do 4 spots just because it makes it a little bit more secure. I usually don't have this much trouble, but it's... Oh, I think I have something in my little piece down here. That might be what my trouble is. It's got a little hole on this side, and I think there's some pieces stuck in there. Yeah, we'll see if that was it. Nope, it's just dull. They last a long time, but eventually you have to replace that little piece. Sign is always the hardest part anyways. Lordy. Punch through thing. I think we're going to do 3 spots because I cannot get that thing to go through. There we go. Alright. So I like to use my silver wire. Whenever I'm doing something with a sign, it's very hard to see. It's very thin. It works out great. Guess I know what I'll be going to get tomorrow. I'll be going to get me a new tip for my Smith. Okay. Things get worn out. Okay. Oh, Mari, I haven't picked my person for today. What channel are we suggesting today? All right, which of my cubbies are on here? The sign came from Personalize It by Pam. Okay, there we go. So I just tie it, get it in my 3 spots. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna put it there. Let's see if Mr. Glue Gun's hot now. There we go. All right, so you just put a drop of glue, place it down like that, okay? A drop of glue, place it down. A drop of glue, place it down. See, and then you can make your own. You see? So now we have a nice little thing to put on our wreath. These are so easy to make. And you can get these like a whole bunch in a bag. How about we do Down Home Crafts tonight? So I want y'all to check out Down Home Crafts. She has some amazing flowers that she does with the Unique and the Creek boards. So let's check her out today. Alright. So we've got our little coins glued together. So you just want to give them a minute to set up. Really, I shouldn't be picking them up right now. Okay. Let's get this going. So another great thing you can do is you can do these bows and put it on your mailbox and then put this wreath on your door, and then you have like a matching. It really kind of helps. You can also put these on a planter or something like that you have outside. All right. So this bow was done in my design group. Every Sunday we have Bow Sunday. So we do a different bow. Alright, so I'm just going to run it around the frame and tie it on. Okay. So we do lots of bows. Lots and lots of bows. And the Soul Sister Circle group is also included in that Bow Sunday. So, both of them see it. Okay, so we've got our bow on. So let's get our sign on. Okay. So I'm just gonna run it right in between my rows here because I'm gonna hide that wire. So I'm just taking it right down to the frame, tie it on, okay, and I'll wrap it around that. I'm gonna wrap it right around the frame, okay, and then I'll just kind of fluff up my stuff so you can't see it. All right, so let's see. Let's make sure we've got a good spot. Like that. I think that's good. Okay. You can also stick your wires right through your mesh. I mean, they will go right through there and you won't have any problem seeing them. Okay. So if you ever have trouble getting your signs on, stick that wire right through the mesh. That's not going to hurt it. Okay. Okay. And with the silver wire, you really can't see it. It's very hard to see. Okay. Let's get that on there. I haven't set up the giveaway yet. It will be when I come on Wednesday. I'll have it all set up. Okay. All right. So there we go. So this one will kind of sneak on the inside. We'll just kind of find a little place where we can go in between the mesh. Always tying down to your frame. You're better off tying down to your frame. So you want to tie it so that it's on there, but it's not squashing anything. It's that little, there we go. Yep, it's on the side. Okay, there we go. Now, so we've got our bow and our sign. We'll shake it. Make sure it's on there good. If I ever have problems, I'll just kind of pull on my bow and get it back in place. It's easier to move the bow than it is to move the sign. Okay, so now let's talk about these. All right, so you can cut them off, or you can take them and just fold them in on themselves like that. If you're going to glue anything in, I suggest you do leave them and just fold them up like that. And then you can take your piece that you're going to glue in, and they glue in very nicely right on that pipe cleaner. See? So we can just glue our homemade little pick in. There we go. Right there. We also have these, so we could glue these in. So like we have a spot over here. Alright, so we can just take our little ties and just kind of fold it in. It gives you a nice little place to glue to. So see? And then you would just put a little bit of glue on it. And then it glues very nicely right to that little tie, that pipe cleaner. And there we go. Okay, so it goes, whoops, it goes that way. I told you, it is so hard for me to figure out where in the heck I'm going when I do this on the camera. All right. So what do we think? Y'all like it? See it on the sides. If you want to, you can just go through, take your clippers, and clip off that excess pipe cleaner, like that. Okay? That way you have that nice finished look. on your bows, you always want to grab it and pull it down like this and get it to do this nice little curl. It just looks a lot better. See, like that. Awesome. See, I'm still doing it sideways. Okay. It'll be better when I hang it up. It's kind of hard to hold it like this because everything's always opposite. Awesome. Right, so do we have any questions that I missed? How are y'all doing tonight? Thank you, Sheila. I tell you, it is so hot under these lights. Hey, y'all see, look, I got more blonde in my hair. And Bella says hi. Bella, say hi. Hey, baby girl. Thankfully, Bella is finally off of her her antibiotics because, oh my gosh, those things were making her so sick. It was awful. So see, we have another one, so you could just put it wherever you wanted to. See, it looks really cute if it's kind of just hanging out. So, hey Pam, you made it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I like my hair a lot. So let me show you one more little thing before we go. Alright, so one thing I like to do a lot of times is add in a little extra bow. So we can take like 22 inches. What do I do with my scissors? There they are. Okay. Super simple. Fold it in half. Fold it in half again. Make sure you make those little creases, okay? Then you pinch the first crease, take the second crease, bring it down. Ta-da! Instant bow. I tell you, those antibiotics are rough, aren't they? And it's so hard to get them to take it. Oh! So then what I usually do is I put a little pipe cleaner around it, like that. And then you can add it on top of, let's find a better one. Here we go. On top of your ribbon. So see, and then you have like a little bow. See? It's a great way to add in like another color. I didn't tie it down very well. There we go. Like that. It's a really cute way to add in more bows and to add in little extra colors. I love to do this. And you can leave the tails like this. You could cut them at an angle. Like that. Of course, you can do the dovetail. It's really up to you, but I like this. So I like this. It kind of has all the colors together. So I thought that would be cute. Yeah. So there we go. Not bad at all. And I promise y'all can do it. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. So don't forget, when I come on here on Wednesday, we are going to do a giveaway. I'll have all the stuff picked out by then. I'm not sure exactly what sign I want to put with this yet, but we'll pick out something cute. And some ribbons. There'll be some ribbons to go with it. Awesome! I'm glad you like it, Charlie. What do you think, Mom? You like it? I hear her watching it down there. I think this will probably be going on our door. You need a pencil. Hey, you know what? It's perfectly fine to use a pencil to curl your ties. It's an excellent way to do it. So you can just take your pencil, you just stick it on there and curl it down just like that, and then pull it out. It works really great. As a matter of fact, that's what I used to do, but now I just do it with my hands. So Pam does personalize these signs. If you go to her Etsy shop, it's Personalize It by Pam. She could change something on the sign. I know. So see, she's on here. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I think she's just dying because Valentine's is over and we still have our Valentine's wreath on the door. So she's over that Valentine's one. She's ready for a new one. Yep. Cricket, yes. Okay, good. Yep. Yeah, I know, it's kind of bad where Pam is. It's also bad where Cheryl is. Lordy. Oh, we got a little piece sticking up. Awesome! Okay, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you hit the bell icon so you know what we're going to be making when we do giveaways and just kind of general. We put a lot of stuff in there just so we can, you know, keep track of each other and help grow our community. Oh, good morning or good evening. You said good evening. Hi, Susan. Yeah, poor Pam. They're having a lot of wind there. Alrighty. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, this was fun. So y'all make sure to come back on Wednesday. I think on Wednesday we will be doing Mardi Gras. So I got this wonderful sign from Ginger. It's not a sign, it's a mask. Alright, so this is what we're going to be doing on Wednesday. I've got to run out and get my ribbon. And she sent me a lot of beads and stuff, so we'll definitely do something with this on Wednesday. So this will be Wednesday. Isn't that pretty? I love this. Alright, well y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I will see you again soon. Make sure to check out that community page, okay? And have a wonderful beginning of your week, because I won't see you till Wednesday, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.